Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because the NFL landscape is buzzing with some pretty explosive rumors, and one of the most intriguing involves the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not every day you see a potential trade that could shake up the entire division, but that's exactly what's on the table right now. According to reports from trusted sources like Adam Schefter, there's serious talk about the Chiefs moving towards trading cornerback Trent McDuffie to the Packers. And let me tell you, if this happens, it could be a game-changer for Green Bay. The Chiefs, sitting at a solid 6-3 and eyeing a playoff push, are reportedly dealing with some cap space crunches heading into 2025, with an overextended cap hit of around $7 million. They're also trying to free up some room for extensions, especially for their star quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, who's earning a staggering $60 million salary in 2024. With that kind of cap hit, and the team's focus on keeping the roster competitive, Kansas City is reportedly willing to part ways with McDuffie, a player they see as a key piece for the future, in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, which the Packers could definitely use to bolster their youth movement or rebuild their secondary. And let's talk about McDuffie for a moment. The guy's not just any corner. He's a top-tier talent, a Pro Bowler, and currently ranked among the top 10 PFF-graded corners in 2025. He's been lights out this season, with 48 tackles, 4 interceptions, 11 pass breakups, and an elite 89. 5 PFF coverage grade. His EPA per target is 36, which is phenomenal, especially considering the volatility of NFL offenses today. When you watch McDuffie play, you see a guy who excels in man coverage. He's graded at 92. 0 in that area, and he's a nightmare for receivers, especially on deep routes. Remember that Week 4 against the Bengals? McDuffie snagged 2 INTs in that game, showcasing his elite ball skills. His ability to lock down deep routes with an 85% success rate is comparable to some of the best in the league, like Patrick Surtain, who also boasts a PFF grade above 90. But this move isn't just about McDuffie's individual talent. It's about what he can bring to the Packers' defense at a crucial time. The Packers are sitting at 5-4, and their secondary has been a bit banged up with injuries, allowing around 220 yards passing per game. Adding someone of McDuffie's caliber could be exactly what they need to elevate the entire unit. His presence would not only immediately improve their pass defense, but also set a tone for the rest of the season. With McDuffie, the Packers could project a rise of about 6 interceptions over the course of the season, a significant boost in creating turnovers and flipping field position, which is essential for a team trying to push into the playoff picture. From a tactical perspective, McDuffie's addition would allow the Packers to deploy a more flexible defensive scheme, blending zone and man coverage effectively. His ability to shut down top receivers, especially on third down, where he has a 38% conversion rate allowed, could help reduce third down conversions significantly. That in turn would make the defense more dominant, forcing opponents into long-yardage situations and creating more opportunities for turnovers, which the Packers have been craving all season. His presence would also help reduce big plays, which have been a thorn in Green Bay's side, allowing them to play more aggressively and prevent explosive gains. And there's more. The NFL odds for the Packers to make a deep playoff run have already started to shift dramatically. Before this rumor, they were sitting around +6. 0 to win the Super Bowl, but with the potential addition of McDuffie, those odds are jumping to around +2, 800. That's a huge swing, and it shows how much teams and bettors believe that this kind of move could push Green Bay into serious contention, especially in the NFC. The NFC North itself is a pivotal battleground, and adding a player like McDuffie could give the Packers a clear edge over rivals like the Vikings or Bears, who are also trying to build stronger defenses. Now, let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Chiefs are in a bit of a tricky spot. They're trying to keep their window open while managing the salary cap and roster depth. Their secondary has been a bit shaky this season, allowing roughly 210 yards passing per game, which is a concern given the volatility of the AFC West. The division is filled with high-powered offenses, and Kansas City's defense, while still formidable, needs to tighten up if they want to sustain their dynasty. Some analysts are skeptical whether the Chiefs can remain elite without an elite cornerback like McDuffie, especially considering the importance of lockdown coverage in today's pass-heavy NFL. The trade, if it happens, would be a bold move, akin to the Gilmore trade that temporarily weakened the Patriots' coverage back in 2020 during their rebuild. What makes this scenario even more enticing for Green Bay fans is the potential tactical impact. With McDuffie in the fold, Green Bay could deploy a hybrid zone-man scheme that maximizes his strengths, focusing on shutting down the opponent's top receiver and forcing quarterbacks into mistakes. His ability to lock down deep routes, where he's allowed just 3-1 yards after the catch per reception, means fewer big plays and more opportunities for turnovers. That's exactly what a team like the Packers needs to turn their season around and push for a playoff run. Looking ahead, this kind of move could be a defining moment for the Packers' defense. They've already shown flashes of potential, especially with rising stars like Brian Branch and the emergence of their linebacker core. But adding a proven talented corner like McDuffie could be the final piece of the puzzle. It would give them a more formidable front, more aggressive secondary, and a sense of confidence that they can compete with the best in the league. The fact that McDuffie has been a crucial part of Kansas City's secondary, which is one of the most scrutinized units in the league, underscores his value. His elite man coverage and ball-hawking skills would fit perfectly in Green Bay's defensive philosophy, especially as they look to make a playoff push and beyond. And of course, we have to consider how this impacts the upcoming stretch of games. Green Bay's schedule looks challenging but winnable with the right adjustments. Their upcoming matchups against divisional rivals and playoff contenders could be vastly different if they secure McDuffie's services. Plus, it sends a message to the rest of the league that the Packers are serious about competing and investing in their defense for the long haul. It's a move that could shift the dynamics of the NFC North and the entire NFC landscape. Now, I know some fans might be skeptical about how much a single player like McDuffie can change the tide, but don't underestimate what a difference-making corner can do for a team. Remember when Jair Alexander was at his peak? The Packers' defense became a completely different unit. Adding McDuffie could have a similar effect, especially given his age, just 25, and his proven track record of elite coverage. He's the kind of player who can be a cornerstone for years to come, and for Green Bay, that's exactly the kind of investment they need to make now to stay competitive. In summary, this rumored trade isn't just a typical roster move, it's a statement. It's about the Packers signaling that they're serious about building a top-tier defense, about taking bold steps to contend now and in the future. If this trade goes through, expect the NFC North to be even more intense, with Green Bay suddenly looking like a team that's willing to do whatever it takes to bring another Lombardi trophy back home. It's truly an exciting time to be a Packers fan, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds in the coming days. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Packers fans? Would you love to see Trent McDuffie donning the green and gold? Do you believe he's the missing piece that can push us to the Super Bowl? Or are you cautious about giving up a valuable draft pick for a player who's still proving himself in the league? Whatever your thoughts, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Your opinions matter a lot to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned and keep that passion alive. The season isn't over yet, and with moves like this, the best could still be ahead for the Green Bay Packers.